Hello, good morning. How is everybody today? Hey, Lynn. Hi, Joe. Hi, Brian. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Diana. Good morning or evening, whatever time it is for you all. Welcome, welcome. I've missed this call. It's been a minute since I've done one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know. It's been crazy. I think you had Trina last week. I don't know. I don't know weeks anymore. Trina did it at one point. Hello. Hi, Tracy. All right. Welcome. Hello. All righty. Um, you all are more than welcome to type anything into the chat that you would like to be coached on. Anything at all. Welcome, welcome. Anybody wanting to get coached? Okay. Yes, Diana, I heard. I'm so sorry. Okay. Anyone else? Want to make sure I give you the opportunity to type in. Okay. All right. Let's go with Diana. Diana, let's give you a little bit of love.
There I am. Oh, you are so sweet.
Hey. Well, what I'm thinking is we can also, I know this is hot seat coaching, and I think we can also get you started on your grieving process if that's where you're at.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my two grown sons, they're on either side of 40. They're dealing with a lot too. Because Jody's the daughter-in-law, my daughter-in-law.
Mhm.
She passed November 1st. And AB, my older son, that's her husband. He's the widower, I guess. And then
Mhm.
Justin is 39. He's very, how shall I say? He's middle managed environmentalist in California in government, but he's one of the most sensitive people around. You know what I mean? So he feels everything. Same thing with my other son. We feel everything. So we're banding together. It's a lot of love in when who's left, but still it's a lot, and then the money part of it's scary.
Mhm.
So I thought I had November covered. This might look, somebody else had a question kind of along those lines, somebody else, but early November, he said, "Oh, I got to put it on pause. I'll be back in January." And I hadn't had him sign that next 3 month thing that we had verbally set up. So zero, except, income coming. So I'm being really creative but here's the thing. I mean, it's a lot of, I don't know. And my former husband was the other person who passed, and that was surprised me how much I felt about that. Because
Mhm.
then reviewing all the really good times, there's so many good times. Um, we are lucky. Our little family had a lot of love, and I came from a family with a lot of trauma, and that was my one thing that I wanted to do is have a family and make sure my sons, my children, whoever they were, came and felt loved all the time, no matter what. And they did, and they do. So,
Mhm.
and then they're giving it back to me and I'm giving it back to them. But I don't know what else to say. I had official therapy yesterday morning, but it was like, so like, okay, we'll see what happens here.
Right. So, what is the most important thing for us to focus on today with all of the stuff that's going on with you?
Thank you. Um, I'd say belief in my ability to create a better world. Wow, that kind of makes me cry. Um, yeah, because when people pass, it feels like there's no sense to that. Especially Jody, she was so young. She had cancer, so did my Barry was his name. So did he. Yeah.
So, how will you know that you have belief in your ability to create a better world?
And it's along the line of stepping into my power, but I can't ignore the senses, that's another thing that, I mean, like about a half hour ago, um, I said something about the angels, like something about drawing angel. And then I heard Jody in my head, and she's like, "I'm here, Mom." So I am really lucky in that way. I see, I've had 3 near-death experiences. I've been with two people as they left their bodies, and I've talked a lot of times with others. I'm not official. I'm a journalist. I'm a writer. I'm not, I haven't, but I have those gifts, I'd say. So they're not gone. But I'm
So, when you're
incredibly real, I got to get a good income and I got nothing right now, which is, yeah. And I got to help my sons with the confidence that I know I can, you can't heal it, you know.
so when you step into your power,
Mm.
what does that look like in terms of creating a better world?
It's hard to, I don't know. I feel it. Like if I'm working with somebody, helping them write their book, interviewing them basically and pulling stuff out, when you got a connection, like I know when, like you're doing it right now. You're being 100% with me,
Mhm.
and that's huge. But I don't want to keep going around in circles, tight little old-fashioned circles. I've got to say, okay, I'm on the edge of the diving board. I'm going to jump. I'm going to dive in. So I don't know. Yesterday, I was thinking, oh, I've got this great boss I used to have, and maybe I could call him. And so he called me back yesterday morning and he's like, well, I have bone marrow cancer. I was like, and because I was thinking, oh, I could work for him. He said one day he wanted to write a book. And there's like, that's impossible, right now for him. So I'm like going, okay. So I can comfort him best I can. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a new world. It's a new identity. I got blindfolders on and I'm standing on the edge.
Yes. And I do think it's interesting how much cancer has been in your awareness recently.
I know. I don't get it.
So let's look into that.
All right. Okay.
So what okay. What are the qualities and characteristics of cancer?
The word that came to mind just then is vilify. I don't know why, but I haven't thought of that word in a long time. Cancer is just, it's mean, it's evil, but maybe it's not. What's the message? Is there a message? Um, I don't know. It's just so final. And right now, when I say that, I feel hopeless. But I do know of people I mean, I've had two different forms of cancer and no problem. It's sh- gone. Um,
Right. I
so,
moved my computer and it turned the faucet on.
are you in the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm house sitting, so there. Their sink is like right back here. I'm on the island. Okay. So the qualities and characteristics of Cancer. So it's vilified, it's mean, it's evil, it's final. Is there anything else?
I know that there's always a gift in things, but I can't even think what it would be. I don't know. Um, I the other thing comes to mind, I've got a lot of Cancer in my astrological chart, like, but I don't think that's what we're talking about here.
No, not the astrology sign, not the
Um,
zodiac sign.
yeah.
Okay, so aside from hopeless, what else do you feel or think when you think about Cancer?
Create something else.
Meaning what?
Well, like with Jody, I had everybody sending Reiki to her, and I
Mhm.
did too. And it was lovely for the moments that we were in that space. Um, Barry doesn't believe in that kind of stuff, so well, he kind of does, but and so I did that with for him also, but he's a tough bird. I mean, they gave him his cancer diagnosis that he'd have 6 months to live. They gave it to him 8 years ago, and he just passed about a month ago. Um,
Are there any other negative thoughts and emotions that come up around Cancer?
I'm alone.
So now I want to look at the qualities and characteristics of someone who has Cancer. What are their qualities and characteristics?
Oh boy, this is scary. I don't know if I like this game.
I know, but love, we got to find out what you're projecting on it so we can clean it up.
Okay.
So, qualities and characteristics of somebody who has Cancer.
It's like they're missing something, like something good about themselves that they haven't connected with yet. Um, Jody and Barry were two very different people, so um,
Just give me all the things that come up.
yeah, she was a nurse. She became a nurse fairly recently. She worked in the prison in Pendleton, Oregon, and I feel like she might have not caught, but the negative energy she spoke of sometimes, which is really hard on the body. So if it's hard on the body, then it makes you more vulnerable to illness. And Bear, he smoked like 3 packs a day. Can you imagine me who doesn't like to be around smoke, being around with a guy like that for 20 some years, it's like, but he, I don't know.
So,
Anyway,
what else? Qualities and characteristics of somebody who has Cancer. They're missing something about them, good about themselves. They're vulnerable.
they don't deserve it.
So, if they don't deserve it and they get it anyway, what does that mean about them?
I don't know. If it were me, I'd feel like I was stupid in some way, but don't think that about of others. Um, what?
Diana,
What?
what makes it okay for you to think about it for yourself, but not okay for you to think about that way for others?
'Cause I don't think they were very smart people, and I am too. Uh,
You're like, I'll say it about myself, but I won't say it about any other people. Diana,
yeah. Okay. This is really tricky. I've never thought of this way. It's like looking at,
I know.
okay, keep going.
But the fact that your daughter in law, your former husband, now this client,
Boss. I know.
old boss, sorry, yes, that's what I meant, old boss.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to bring more of it into your awareness, but you've been hanging around Genius Unlocked around, right, Jen?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You were in the health class.
Yeah.
So you were there with Bev.
Yeah.
So that's five already off the top of my head in the
Wow.
last 3 months.
It's not catching, but it's still kind of scary.
But it's that, do you see how much in your awareness, in your projection that cancer is?
Okay, well, what does that mean then?
So let's keep it out here before it gets to here.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I'm like, let's go through the qualities and characteristics. Let's go through and figure out what you're projecting on it so that we can clean it up.
I feel like I'm not seeing something. Kind of
Okay,
like when
what?
you're like, well, when like you're a little kid, you go, nah, 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 like that, you
Mhm.
know?
Okay, so what, if anything, are you in denial about?
That's a good way of you caught that pretty good. Um, maybe there's a part of me that fears that I'm gonna die before I do what I feel like I'm here for. Now, 72. That's kind of up there in some people's views. Um, but it's scary, a thought, especially when your loved ones start leaving. Yeah. Very small family, and now it's mom passed away in March, so it's three
Mhm.
people this year that were super close. Yeah, related. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to ask now or answer.
That's okay. I asked what you were in denial about. So the fear that you'll die before you do what you're here for.
Yeah, that's a big one
How is that a problem if you do?
because I would feel like I wasted the gifts that I was given. I had a lot of work to do, and to undo the stuff that I went through as a little kid. There's a lot, but it should be done by now. Should have been done 50 years ago, 60 years ago. But I just realized something when I said 50. Like when I turned 50, we got divorced. When my kids went away to, one went to rehab, one went to college. The dog died, my job changed, and I got type 1, late onset type 1 diabetes. So it's almost like the same thing again now. It's like everything kind of crashing, and I don't know what that means or is or what. So it's 22 years ago. But it's kind of like, hey, you're not paying attention yet.
Mhm.
I like that. Like I'm doing the best I can, but
Mm.
maybe I don't believe in myself enough to just break through and just freaking do it. I don't know.
So
I'm
what
getting,
do you believe you're here for?
well, I'm angry at myself right this minute, but what I'm here for is, um, well, I'll tell you real quick. When I was 6 years old, I had a near-death experience, almost drowned. And when I went up with the angels, I said, why are these terrible things happening to me? And they said, because someday you'll write a book to help other little girls. I'm still working on the damn book. It's right there. It's like I've revised it 5 times and I haven't finished it yet. Got an agent waiting for me to cut 25,000 words. And, you know, so I'm delaying, I'm keeping things away, goodness away. And meanwhile, people are dying around me. That's sucks. That's really fucked up, stupid on my part, you know?
So based off of what you just said, it sounds like you said because you haven't finished this book, people around you are dying.
No, not exactly, but in a way. I mean, like, because um everybody's got stuff in their lives. I actually, if you're not listening to me kvetch about what I'm talking about, I have had a very positive, strong, good, loving life, and there's much more to do. So that, and no,
So
I
then what's stopping you from finishing this book?
just piles of stuff to do. I feel like, yeah, I know. Um, every morning I meet with my writing partner and we write a little bit. Um, and it's, and I love writing. It's easy. I journal every day. There's no problem with writing. Um, but then I get scared about money and stuff like that. Um, you know, like credit cards and all that kind of stuff because I spent too much money on that. So that's holding that. So it's like first I have to fix that, then I got to fix that, then I got to, oh my gosh, now comes more stuff to fix, and that's not the way to live, you know. I feel like I'm missing something. There's a gap between stress and inner condemnation.
Okay, so Diane, I'm gonna say something, and I just want you to let me know what comes up for you.
Okay.
You made the universe a promise that you were gonna write this book and put this book out there. Until you deliver on the promise you made to the universe is not going to deliver any promises you think it owes you.
That's a possibility. The angels are laughing right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, because they're like, ding, 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 ding. You can't expect the universe to give back when you haven't kept your promise, when you haven't delivered what you said you would.
Yeah. Yeah. I help other people write their books and finish them.
So then,
I know, right? Oh, I'm busy over here. I'm busy over here. Um, yeah.
so
I,
so
that's
the
stupid.
in denial,
Yeah.
you just said that you're scared that you're going to die before you do what you came here to do. Part
Mhm.
of which is writing this book,
Right.
finishing this book, publishing this book, putting this book out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if, let's just play in hypothetical land for a second. What if you finish the book and then all of a sudden you never have to worry about money again?
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
And you'll never know until you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I've had I've revised it 4 times. And there's a certain point at which you have to take it out and sell it. And say,
Yes.
here, agent, I get like, yeah, I know all this stuff. I can guide people on this stuff.
So
But your own
said,
self, it's like, yeah,
you said at the beginning that you wanted to step into your power because you wanted to have the belief in your ability to create a better world.
yeah, that's it right there.
So then what do you need in order to step into your power so you can finish this freaking book?
Yeah, at this moment, I feel like I definitely have to have a living income right now. Um, and that's it. Other than that, it's yeah, I can totally. I've been working on it, but butt in chair, Chuck Palahniuk used to say to me, the guy that wrote Fight Club. I was in a writing group with him for a decade, and he's like, Chuck, you know, what's the secret? Butt in chair. I'm like, okay, yeah.
So it's time to start taking an inventory of what you're doing, whether it's profit producing activity or busy work.
So what? I looked at the chat. I shouldn't look at the chat. Sorry. Go ahead.
Said it's time to take an inventory of the things that you do and check, is it profit producing activity or is it busy work?
That's really good. Well, now it's profit producing because you know, I got my little, this was what I was doing yesterday, putting down on the cards, you know. So that at least gives me cognition. It's like, oh, these are the facts right here. These are the facts. And this is what you need. And like, okay,
Can I ask a really weird question, super out of left field?
sure.
Are you afraid that if you finish your book, you'll die?
That's a really, really interesting thought. I have thought that's passed through me before. Yeah, on some level, maybe. I don't know. Wayne Dyer was a good friend of mine, and he remember his line about you don't want to die with your music left in you. You know, that's hmm. It's a reminder too. It's really important. And I think that is part of this whole process is if you do have something that can help others, yeah, bring it out, you know. There's a perfectionist girl in me a little bit, it's got to be absolutely perfect or else, blah blah blah. Um, but yeah, that's that is interesting. It is interesting and true.
So it makes sense that it hasn't quite been finished yet and that you keep working on it little by little because you have this fear that you'll die before it's done and you have this fear that you'll die once it's done. And
Interesting.
so you're trying to play both sides. You're like, let me do a little bit over here, but I'm not going to do enough to finish it, but just enough to keep it going. And
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably the inner, what you call that, the limiting belief inside thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Then as we're talking, I'm flashing through all the people close to me who have passed away. That's like we didn't start out with a very big family, and now it's like, not much there. But I'm just sad and worried, you know, that my sons won't be able to make it through this time either. I say either, but yeah. So, what I can do that's powerful, I guess. I was going to write a kid's book. I don't have a kid's book. This is a memoir I'm talking about. All the authors I've interviewed, and then the chronology. So it's part memoir and part with what I learned from the authors that I've interviewed, which is kind of fun. But there's a book. There's the amygdala in the brain, fight, flight, freeze, and all that kind of
Mhm.
fun stuff. Um, and I thought, what if I write a children's book called Miggy? And it's like, and it's just playful, but it's and I'm not sure whether I want it to be for the adult child or the child.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of playing with that idea, but I don't know why I brought that up. Anyway, I have lots of ideas, and it's more fun to work with other people than it is to work by myself with myself, I think. But I think you're right, the book is the most important thing here that I can do. Yeah,
That is finishing that book is stepping into your power.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah. Actually lights me up. It's kind of, yeah,
Yes. Now I can understand that there is some fear there on both sides, right? Whether it's finishing or not finishing it, what might happen if you do or what might happen if you don't. So knowing that you have this fear, is there anything else that's stopping you from finishing it?
that's a good question. Feeling like I have enough time to, because I really got to make some money over here, or I got to like have this stuff, like everybody else, time and money. It's not really
Mhm.
true. It's not true because I'll show you something. I wrote in November of 2021, I wrote this, and it says, I have found that when I don't make things hard, they're actually easy. Right here, so I can remind myself, you know,
Mhm.
things are easy. They, like the to-dos, the how-to-dos, all the emails that come in that say, pay me now or whatever, and, um, having faith, having faith. A lot of this stuff is contradictory to how I grew up. Like it doesn't, I think it's repetition. You have to keep repeating inside yourself, I am worthy, I deserve, I am here for something better. I am here to bring this book out so that people can get their wisdom like I used to. My mom, she saw the books behind me one day. She was 93 at the time. She says, "Oh, look at all those books." And I said, "Yes, Mom. I've interviewed thousands of authors." And she said, when you were a little kid, you used to carry your books around with you like they were armor. And they were. They were like armor for me. They were protecting me. So um, kids of all ages, you know, books give them a lot. So I
So I'm
better,
going to bounce us around again.
yeah, you're so good at this.
What does it represent for somebody to get cancer?
Mm. They were unlucky. I don't know. I'm angry. I'm really, really angry that any people get cancer. It's like, what the heck? There's no real cure for it, and it's been around forever. It makes me mad. I feel like people are being taken advantage of when they get diagnosed with cancer. Like my boss said he was cleared in remission, and then yesterday he said he went to the doctors and they said no, it's back. It's so cruel. Cancer is like the cruelest thing. And it was hard to see my Jody and Barry go through that for so many years. It's not fair.
So, how, if at all, is cancer connected to you not stepping into your power?
It's the least I can do to do that, but I don't know why I'm not really fully.
So, where are you? Oh, I'm going to say that, and it's not going to be nice. Diana, where are you a cancer in your life?
Where am I a cancer in my life?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just all the crap that I brought along with me from childhood on, you know, maybe that, just kind of letting it still be, even though I keep cleaning it out. I don't know. Um, so Lorraine's comment here is procrastinating showing up as your cancer. I like it's similar to what you just said too. I don't know. I really don't know. It's I haven't poked at it to see that. I guess I'm lucky for not oh, I did have cancer, but I'm lucky for not having it the way they had it.
Can I state an observation?
Yeah.
Based off of what you've said around like being in denial, does it makes does it resonate with you that the being in denial is more like that cancer? It's it's keeping you in this vulnerable space where you're feeling stupid, you're missing something good about yourself. It's making you very really vulnerable, and it's just creating this like hopeless, alone feeling because you're just in denial.
Yeah, I'm some of the words kind of escape because they're so true. I'm not wanting to let them in, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I said that, what came up for you?
I went and hid.
Makes sense. It's scary.
Yeah, I'd probably have to say it again to me.
Yeah. Okay. So being in denial is keeping you vulnerable in a place where you feel stupid and that you're missing something good about yourself. It's helping just feed the fire of this hopeless, this alone. I mean, would you go as far to describe it as something evil, vilified, final?
Yeah.
It's just keeping you stuck where you're at.
Yeah, I do now see the similarity between cancer and the way I've been being.
So knowing that you have this awareness and You have the power. You have the power to change the outcome. Are you going to let this denial kill you, literally? Are you going to let this denial just let you hold out until you die?
Mm.
Or are you going to do something about it? And are you going to show up for yourself? You'll find the time, you'll find the resources because you you deserve, you're not unlucky. You deserve to step into your power and finish what it is you promised the universe you would make at 6. At 6, Diana.
I
How
know.
much longer are you going to be in denial?
Well, I've been working on it. But I hear what you're saying. All sincerity. There's I feel like the differences between being and doing. Like doing can be like over there in your head. Being is like and doing, right? It's hard to explain
Yeah.
exactly.
No, it's the embodiment. It
Yes.
is you, so it reflects in everything that you do. I hear you.
Yes. Yeah. And that was something that Barry tried to teach me. And then when he passed over, he various times he'll pop in and he'll say things and he's like, and he reminded me of that. I was dancing on I have a mirror, and then you can see anyway, I was dancing and it was a recording. So I was dancing and then I hear this was before he had passed. I hear put the mirror on pause and look through the photo albums that you took out like 2 weeks ago and haven't gone through yet. So I'm like, it was clearly his voice. So I put the dance on hold and I went through and I pulled out some photos and I sent them to Jody, who was with us. So, and of my sons, I sent them there. And then I finished the dancing. And then he's like, and then I got a call 10 minutes later, he passed. And it was about his message always to me was about being, you know, the being part, not about like stopping the dance and doing, no, the being is who I truly am. I don't know how to explain it any more than that, but it all made sense to me at that moment. And I think that's the big message here for me to I can't give back to the world if I'm not being who I am. You know, I
Yeah.
can do shit. I can, pay my bills. I can talk to people and, whatever. I can smile at people as I do my walks, but it's about being. It's huge difference. And it's not as scary as I think it is, you know?
When you stop making it hard, it's actually easy.
Yeah.
So who are you going to start being?
I don't know. Do I have to pick a person or what?
Well, sorry. What qualities and characteristics are you going to
Oh,
start being? That probably makes it easier.
yeah. Well, the word that comes to mind is powerful. Um, and the next word that popped up was angelic, which sounds like my mother used to say, don't get a big head, so that's playing in me too. Old messages, but no, what I mean by that is being that whatever I have that's, I don't know, giving, connecting with others, hearing them, seeing them, being with them. Um, yeah. So yeah, those, and then, oh, you know me, I meditate every day and I journal every day and I walk every day. It's like 2,066 days in a row now of walking over 3 miles and dancing every day. And what that does for me is it is a being, it is a form of being. So I can pull that into my work table, so to speak. What I have to do is be. It's like to be 100% authentic and giving and loving and what's the word? Confident, having faith, um, and knowing that things will be all right. Things are all right. Yeah. I do have big dreams. I mean, like I interviewed so many authors that, they're on stage, they're on, you know, TV, they're being interviewed by Oprah, all these people that I interviewed also, it's like, so it's like there's this huge gap in this 20 years between the other and this. And I guess it's like, oh, I just saw like, get back in there. Yeah, claim it.
There is nothing stopping you from achieving those dreams. There isn't. The only thing that could possibly be stopping you is yourself.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make it hard.
You like my little quote, huh?
I do. I'm like, stop it, Diana. It doesn't have to be hard.
I'll put it in the thing later, the Slack. No, it doesn't have to be hard. It's actually
You
very,
don't have to be in denial of anything. You don't have to be in denial of your gifts. Literally, you got on the phone here and you're like, I have this really amazing, intense spiritual connection, but I'm just a journalist. Diana, stop. You're not just a journalist, just an author. Stop being in denial about your gifts.
Mm. Yes, important. Thank you.
Yes, stop diminishing them.
Yeah.
You're like the last person who needs to diminish parts of themselves.
Thank you. I keep hearing my mother, "You don't get a big head," or if I did something good, it was because I was her daughter and stuff. I got that's old shit. I don't know how to get rid of that old shit. Just pull it up, throw it away. It doesn't mean go away. Pull it up, throw it away.
And if you do get a big head, how's that a problem?
Then it might be abandoned, but I've already been abandoned by my mom and my sister. It's like, okay, fine. I can live. I can live.
And at the end of the day, Diana, really the only one who can truly abandon you is yourself.
That's very true. And that's what I've been doing by acting this way.
So, no more.
No more. No más. Uh,
Get a big head.
you're giving me permission. I love
Yes. Just get a big head. Go do the things.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's important. Well, I see it in others. I see their goodness in others and I enhance it. I pull it up. I want them to see it. That's what I do. I don't know why it's so hard for me to do it for me so far, right now, up
Not
till
anymore.
up till now. Yeah.
That's because they're being that goodness. So
Mhm.
now you get to be your goodness.
I love that. Yeah.
So, are you going to go out there and finish that dang book?
Yeah.
When are you going to have it done by?
Ah, my brain said Christmas. I don't know.
Cool. That was your intuition. That was your unconscious mind. Christmas. All right, Diana. I'm looking forward
This
to it.
this Christmas.
Yes, this Christmas. I'm
Wiggle
looking
room on that.
this Christmas, 2025.
That's right. I like that.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to go buy a copy.
I can't wait to go out and do interviews on it to help other people get the feel of it and see what all these, famous authors told me to help me get through.
Yes. And when you're getting interviewed by Oprah, just remember this conversation we were having a month before you finally got this book out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Focus on one thing at a time too. That's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else will come.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's the part that's been tender, like because you don't know, but there are things I do know. I get it. I get it. I get it. I keep pushing shit away. Yeah. Like,
And I have to say, you've been hanging around us a while. You have manifested some pretty wild stuff out of nothing.
I have.
So, like, you're you're very powerful. You just need to acknowledge it and be it.
Okay. Okay.
Because the problem isn't money, right? That's where you're projecting it on.
Yeah.
The
True.
problem is if you can have a problem in money, you don't have to go be you. Because you're like, no, I have to focus on money. No, I'm tired of coaching people around money. Money is not the fucking problem.
Yeah, it's just the symptom.
It's just the symptom.
Yeah.
I will still coach you around money. And at the end of the day, just know that the money itself was never really the problem.
All right. Do you have anything practical to tell me about the money part of it?
Well, you said at the beginning of the call that you were getting really creative.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How were you getting creative?
Calling 3 people at Warm Leads a day, and I've got a meeting tonight with somebody who I talked to a couple times before. Was like, I think I'm there. I think I'm there. She
And you're
said,
going to get on the phone and be like, you're there. I'm so excited.
yeah, yeah. So I just need 3 people. That's all. That'll help make a difference. That'll make a difference. So
Yeah.
that's not too hard. Oh, having,
Sorry, Leah.
well, yeah,
I will still coach y'all around money, I promise.
she's so cute. Yeah. Okay. I feel like the parts are coming together right now. Thank you. Because a lot of them are like old parts that I don't need to look at anymore. They're not me anymore. The shit that I went through, I healed it all. I mean, my mom and I, the last time I saw her was just love and, you know, just love. And, a couple years before that, she was still, I don't want to talk to you. It's like, why? Because I married the guy that you didn't want me to marry? It's like, oh my God. Yeah. But it's all gone. And when she passed, I happened to call her. My brother was with her, so I happened to call, and he says, "You want to talk to mom?" I sure. So we talked to my mom. She couldn't talk back, but I was like, I love you," all that. And then we hung up the phone, and then he calls me back 2 minutes later and said, "Mom just passed." Just like, you know, I know, yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to be a medium.
Sure. So you're getting creative with the money stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You're you're being solution oriented. You're at cause with it.
Yes, that is true. It just changed to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're thinking of possibilities and opportunities. And you're going to get this book done by next month. So then you can start selling your book and making money from your book as well.
I see myself on stage in a white suit. I don't wear suits, but a white suit with a skirt and talking to people, especially those who've been impacted, and showing them that you don't have to stay there. Now, I have moments when I have that crap come back in again. I got to get rid of it again. But mostly I see love and light and angels and the goodness in people, and it helps a lot. So, yeah. I know. I don't think I would be afraid of a TED Talk. I worked on radio and TV for decades.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, Diana. You were like the radio show host.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then all that changed in the culture, and it's like now anybody can do it. Like, okay, I got to start over again. But that's the part that trips me up a little bit. So
No, you have a leg up on them.
do it that way. Yeah,
Yeah, you got so much more wisdom to bring to that environment.
cool. Thank you for saying that. That helps a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. Whew. So, wow. Isabella, I am so grateful. You're so good at your job too. And so it
Oh,
was so fun, so much fun to see you grow up from a little kid, basically to this amazingly brilliant woman, which was all in there to start with. But like
you're sweet.
I'm telling you the truth. You just nailed it all the time with kindness and wisdom and goodness. Yeah, it's really great.
I appreciate you.
Thanks. I appreciate you.
I've enjoyed having you hang around.
Thank you.
So is there anything else that you need to know in order to go out there and be the Diana that we all know you can be?
Okay. Probably, probably. I'm like, yes, I don't know what to say right there, except for like being in the moment is a way, you know. Who am I being right now? Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
Tap into your gifts more. That's why you have them.
Yeah,
Not
there.
everybody does.
mm, I'm supposed to do something on this planet, so I'm gonna have to get it. Yeah. So Christmas, okay, be done.
Do it.
A really quiet time of the year for books, and that's okay. I'll hit it with them in.
It'll be great because you'll have it done, have it public, get it all sent to your agent, get it all wrapped up with a nice bow.
Yeah, I really want to make a difference in the world with that. And yeah, it's really important. So thank you.
You're welcome. You
I
got this.
got this.
You got
Oh,
this.
oh, wait, here. You see it?
You got this. That's hilarious. Talk about synchronicities.
Yeah, yeah, it's a reminder. So thank you. Do you have any other questions or comments or anything or other
Do
people?
you have any other questions or comments or anything? How you feeling?
I feel I feel synthesized, more synthesized. And we don't always know the answer. The thing I love about life is that we often get answers that don't seem like the things we even thought about. They just
Mhm.
show up, but we have to be open enough to recognize them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, open doors. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know. We got 7 more minutes.
I know. Well, I did want to open it up for any questions if anybody had any. So are you feeling whole and complete?
Yeah, I am. I am. Thank you. Good job. That's really cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have one last question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Staying in it, staying
Mhm.
in this place, right?
Mhm.
What's the best way that you know of to stay in this, in the being, I guess I would say, but like everything's synthesized.
I would really focus on staying conscious, staying aware as much as you can. So
Yeah,
like we tend to fall unconscious a lot, right? When we kind of just go into our normal rhythm of things. So staying aware of everything that we're doing, at least for a week or two. Start training yourself to just be aware of the way that you're being. And then it'll start to feel more natural.
yeah. And probably give myself a high five here and there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think,
Just
right?
love on yourself.
Yeah. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Yeah, you got this. Any questions for anybody in the chat? All righty. Well, I will let you all head out then. Thanks so much, Diana. You're amazing. And we're sending you lots of love.
Mm.
You're
Thank you.
amazing.
This is a beautiful place to be, and you're amazing too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, love. Well, have a really great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, everybody.